So many of you don't know who the man Joseph Kibler is. You know he's running for governor for our fine state. Well, I may be the person you want to talk to. I am Charity Kibler, his wife, and if anybody knows him, I do. So, Joseph. Well, first off, if you are familiar with the story of Joseph in the Bible, who no matter what hardship came his way, whether it was at the bottom of a well, or being sold into slavery, or being wrongfully accused and sent to prison, or being the right hand of Pharaoh, Joseph, or as he's known by his Egyptian name, Zaphnath-Paneah, is 100% who my husband is. There has never been something that he's a part of that he hasn't made flourish and prosper. I have seen him in every season we've shared together. Just no matter who comes at him, no matter what life blows its way, it could be the fire department being faced with just corrupt policies, and he would stand in the gap. It could be people not having integrity in business, and he would stand in the gap. And it's more than just the ability to say no when something is wrong, which is huge, by the way. We live in a culture of silence, a culture that would rather be accepted than do what is right. And he is not that. He understands that real love is having boundaries and keeping people safe and running into the fire. And that is 100% who he is. I have seen him in emergency situations, and while the rest of a group of people will be losing their minds, he is the calm. He is the rock, but he is also the gentleness. His strength is something that is safe. His strength is something that is immovable. I can think of hundreds of examples, but obviously I don't want to take up too much of your time. But this is someone who isn't just trustworthy. This is someone who is real, authentic, willing to have things said about him that are not true, because ultimately he doesn't care for the acceptance of people. And it is something that I've been blown away by my entire time with him. Is I care about what people think of me, and because of him I'm learning not to. I'm learning that their acceptance can often lead to my rejecting what is true. So we're talking about a man of integrity, a man who, so he has done so many things that he will never ever talk about that are amazing. Raised families from poverty, helped pay for weddings, and he is just a businessman who has built several businesses after being a firefighter, and he's very modest about how he's served his community, but his entire life has been one of service. He's led over 50 mission trips down to Mexico, to high maximum security prisons, helped build homes, helped build churches. He's been to Africa on mission trips, and he is just never going to tell you that. He's never going to tell you that when a friend was struggling with depression, he paid for their therapy. He's never going to tell you these things, because he didn't tell me. I found out all of these things by just noticing. He was on a video call, and I happened to be taking care of the horses, and I heard it. I heard his employees all talking about how he had made their lives better, above and beyond any businessman as an employer or CEO's duty. And he would never tell me. He's sitting in his office writing 8 letters to his compassion kids that he sponsors around the world. And he's not going to tell me, and he's not going to tell you. But we're talking about a solid human being. And as his wife, I have so much to just be thankful for him as a leader. I remember when I met him, I was blown away because he was a real man in a culture where have they all gone? I was blown away by the strength of his love for God, for the people around him. And when I say those things have only deepened, they have. If he had a friend in need, he was there, driving across the mountain to help change the oil for a friend whose husband was working on these cars. He has always stood in the gap for anyone who needed him. If he knows of a need, he's there. He's an absolutely incredible leader. And as a human being, I wouldn't want to be standing beside anyone else. And when he decided to sit down and share with me his heart, hey, I want to run for governor, his first response was, but if you aren't okay with this, and if this is not something that you think you can do, I won't do it. So he asked for my partnership before he ever moved forward. So, hey Wyoming, this is Charity Kibler. I stand by my man. Give him a chance, because he will make everything he touches turn to something amazing.